All right, let's talk some NBA. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Snow. But yeah, man. Dennis Schröder said he don't want to come off the bench. But first, let's start with Kemba Walker. Boston Celtics, they tried to flip him. I heard Boston had interest from Chicago and maybe a couple other teams, but Chicago was a big team. I didn't understand that from Chicago because they had Kobe White, and I think he is outstanding. Probably gonna be him and Zach LaVine probably gonna be a nice little 1-2 punch. Excuse me, for Chicago. But yeah, let's talk about it. Check out the NBA Talk playlist. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And I mean, at the end of the day, he had that stem cell whatever injection into his knee, and apparently he had it in October, and he ain't ready to come back yet. So that might explain why Kemba Walker didn't look so good in the bubble. I don't put much stock into the bubble, but that probably explains why. And now I think people can kind of vouch the fence and now see that he wasn't 100% healthy. So he should be able to come back to on-court activities in the early December, but he won't be ready until at least the first week of January. So especially with a shortened season, every game is important. So you really can't rest guys like you want to rest them. But quite frankly, I think they should give him as much time as he needed because he's so important and he's so deep. I mean, you really don't need no point guard for Boston because Jaylen Brown can handle the ball, Jason Tatum can handle the ball, and Marcus Smart can handle the ball quite a bit too. So, Boston's only issue is in the middle. And I think they should have went out there and made a better effort to get Steven Adams because that's exactly who they needed. I can't remember who traded for Steven Adams, but that's who they needed. Right in the middle. And they got Steven Adams. I probably would say the East was better than the West. Not overall, but they top teams, Brooklyn, Philadelphia, Boston, them teams right there in Milwaukee, I think they better than the teams out there in the West, the top four. The Lakers, they are the Lakers. In a shortened and a condensed season, so pushed in, that ain't gonna favor the Lakers. They're an older team, and they lost a lot in my opinion. Didn't gain that much. They gained Schröder. I don't think Schröder a good fit, but we'll get there. All right. I mean, I just think Boston could have really boasted their chance. Now, Tristan Thompson, cool. You can get him, or you should have got him and Dwight Howard. That would have worked. Or they should have traded for JaVale McGee, right in the middle. But then again, Danny Ainge know what he's doing. But he got to understand that you don't got that guy in that middle. I think, bringing Al Horford back might have been something they should have considered. But they need to treat it for a big fella. And I don't know why nobody's trading for Mo Bamba down there in Orlando. Maybe they're all asking too much for him. But he'd be a good fit to learn behind Tristan Thompson for a year and be ready. But, we'll see what Boston do. But Kemba Walker, hopefully, he get better, he bounce back. And if he get back, I think that's enough for them to win the championship. Especially if Tristan Thompson can do what he's supposed to do over there and control the paint. So I think they're in a good position, man. But let's talk about Schröder real quick. Weather changes. One minute is warm, 1 minute is cold and snowing. Yeah, Schröder said he don't want to come off the bench no more. He want to start, but what he got to understand is Lakers got to start a point guard, and that's LeBron James. You ain't gonna be the point. Like you gonna be like a catch and shoot point guard, like Steve Kerr, John Paxson, Derek Fisher. His job is gonna be able to catch and shoot, facilitate when LeBron not gonna be on the floor, and play defense. That's what his job is gonna be. When he's talking about I want to be the starting point guard. Well, last year in the playoffs, they didn't trot out a starting point guard. Other than LeBron, they trotted out, Danny Green and Caldwell Pope. So when you playing with LeBron, it's like playing with Pippen and Jordan. You don't really need no true point guard. They can both handle and facilitate, and they both can do what they got to do. Schröder is just, he really, like he the last of a dying breed of pure point guards. When he had his best, he handling the rock scoring, but most important, he a good facilitator. You know what I'm saying? And that's where he had his best set, and he want to show off what he learned from his Jedi Master and Chris Paul. And in LA, he's not going to be able to do that with LeBron on the floor. To me, Schröder wasn't no good pickup for them unless, you're going to stagger him with LeBron minutes. People don't understand what I'm saying. Oh, they got Schröder. Like, Schröder is best with the ball. And I'm saying he ain't no off the ball dude. And then Oklahoma City Thunder, he played off the ball. He did some catch and shoot, but that's not what he do. He's the guy that's going to get up and down the court, facilitate, and get buckets. So, You know, they better have an offense where he's slashing and getting and finish at the rim. That's what he can do. But I just don't really like the fit for him with LeBron. You know, they should have got a guy like Marcus Smart. I mean, they probably couldn't get him a guy that can catch and shoot and defend. But that's what they need right there. Avery Bradley, Caldwell Pope, Danny Green, John Paxson, a guy that can really catch and shoot and defend his position. But I mean, I really don't see Schröder as a huge get. Some people may disagree with me, but I don't really see that as a great fit. So, you know, I think Phoenix was better off trying to get Dennis Schröder than Chris Paul with his old ass. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media links in the description. If you want to reach out to us, Fastway, Facebook, Instagram. Then we got a Facebook group, that link's there as well too. If you ever want to advertise your business on the channel, you got a video request, want to shop it up, whatever it may be, appreciate that. Want to make a donation to the channel, Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description as well. Appreciate the love, support. One time.